Hello everyone, Toy Canvas here. We are looking at the Skeleton Forces Grim Reaper's Vengeance Type A. 1/18 scale, JoyToy, China-based company, doing some amazing things on a smaller scale. Everyone's probably seeing the Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines that they're doing right now, which I can't wait to get my hands on. The back of the box has the holographic JoyToy sticker, product picture, description of everything, label, JoyToy, Battle for the Stars. On the inside, we have a shot of the, what I can only assume is the perfect version of this figure. I just couldn't resist getting this one with the difference in... Okay, so my light's deciding that it wants to change what it's doing, so we'll shut that one off. Okay, use one light. Camera focus, there we go, product shot. Then you have the figure in the packaging. I mean, it looks extremely close enough. The only thing that I'm griping about is the face sculpt right off the bat, but we will open this up. Just like every other JoyToy, you get your paper that comes inside, Skeleton Forces, accessories, and on the back you have how to disassemble and reassemble your figure, which is always handy, just in case. Now, I'll pull all this out. Starting with the accessories, we have the jetpack, which looks fantastic with the gunmetal. It's a rigid plastic, but nothing. I mean, if you stepped on it, you could break it. But clean lines with the paint, great silver, red, even with the yellow that's in there. Very well done. It's a different jetpack than the other figure that I have. We have what looks like a heavy assault rifle. If it'll focus. There we go. Great detail on the sculpt. Not much paintwork on this. This one looks like it's mostly because of the sculpt. But very well done regardless. You could probably use a silver dry brushing. Here what looks like the heavy gun that you see on the box. I don't know why it's trying to focus on my other palm. But great handle. Still fantastic separation with the paints. Not even sure what kind of gun this would be. Looks like some sort of electrically charged weapon based off of the picture. Put that there. Comes with, is that a kukri knife and a sidearm? That looks like a kukri knife in there. Let's open this up. I'm really excited if that's a kukri. And it is. One more hand stuck in there. There we go. Okay, so he does come with a kukri styled knife, which is awesome. I didn't even see that on the accessories picture. I must not have been paying attention. Good gunmetal and separation between the handle and the blade. Comes with a sidearm that clips onto his, what looks like his right thigh. Again, very well done with the separation with the paint apps. Then it looks like you get a loose grip hand for your right hand, a fisted right hand, a fist right hand, a loose grip left, and a fist left. So you get two other sets of hands. Now for the figure itself, which has all kinds of things going on. Like, there is some very serious mechanics going on here. Somehow he still gets his elbow or his shoulder up to 90, which is very good. Single jointed elbow goes to about 90, a little bit more than 90. We have this giant jetpack suit that bolts on the front. If I take his hands off, looks like we can detach that from him and really look at his articulation. That is awesome, though. As per usual, dropped one thing to the floor. Plug that back in. We can plug that back in. There we go. Now, the difference between the matte, like gunmetal, like gray clothing, and this high gloss on the armor, I really enjoy. And it looks like you can actually unkit him, which is surprising. He has those tabs on the back. I'm not going to attempt it right now, but he doesn't seem to be too hindered by his armor. He can bend that far forward without the use of his legs. If you bend him at the legs, you only get about that far. Bends back a little bit further than the front. You can lean side to side as before. Shoulders go out 90. They go forward. They go back 90. Or single jointed elbows. And this looks like ball hinge. That one section looks like it's not really going in all the way, but you can fix that later. Legs go that far forward and that far back. He can almost do the splits. He has double jointed knees, which even with the armor still goes back quite far. So if you wanted, you could easily maybe you could get him into a running pose. He's got great ankle articulation, backwards and forwards. Ankle pivot. It's like the holy grail for figures of all time. There's some Mezcos that still don't even come with ankle pivot, which blows my mind. And then, yep, toe articulation. So, let's see if we can loosen up some of this up here. Because from what it looks like, his wrist goes in here, this attaches to his chest, So he's got ball hinge here, regular hinge, ball hinge, or ball joint. Sorry, I'm not completely versed in the names of joints. But it seems like all this is loosened up a little bit. So this pegs in 2 spots, and then the jetpack looks like that pegs in right into the back. Alright, yeah, let's get all this on him. See what we can do. You stay there, box. Take that hand off. Take that hand off. And gives the wrist. We'll peg it into his back first. Okay, it's pegged into his back. Plug that hand back in. Is it plugged in? There we go. Looks like the hands first might be the best option. Peg that back in. Peg this into his chest plate. Where's the other one? There it is. Peg that one in. Peg that into his back. Let's see if this hinders his articulation in his arms at all. A little bit, but not a whole lot. Can still move his arms back, forward, and lift them up. But gives him a crazy sense of protection. Oh, as far as his face sculpt being compared to the one on the box, it's extremely close. But at certain angles, it doesn't look quite right. Okay, so now that we know that this won't truly hinder his articulation, that's good to know. So then the jetpack. Or the wings, I should say, because it looks like he's got 3 jets down there. Plugs in right there. And last but not least, just dropped it back into the clamshell, we have his helmet. This is part of the reason why I got him. Fantastic sculpt for this size. With the skull, the eyes, the entire helmet. That high gloss black. The black wash on the reds. And there's no helmet head with him, so this one will just slide over. A little back heavy with that backpack on, but I wish that there was a spot that he could sheath this kukri. That would have been fantastic. You can take the belt off there. There's the clip for the belt right there. I do really wish. I guess you can tuck it into the belt if you're so inclined. The sidearm will clip in over here, just like on some of the other Battle for the Stars figures. It's a relatively soft plastic that's used for these. Stretch it out a little bit. Stretch it out a little bit more. This plastic's pretty great because it's not hard enough to break, soft enough to flex. There we go. So that'll peg in, or be locked in right there. And that is basically it for the Skeleton Forces Grim Reaper's Vengeance Type A. I give it like an easy 7.5 out of 10. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Keep collecting, keep taking pictures, and that's all.